All right, we are here with Ohio State offensive line commit Paris Johnson, Princeton Media Day. A lot of talent out here, just kind of doing some interviews and getting ready for the season. Paris, how are we doing?
Good, I'm doing really well.
Obviously, new school for you this year, which will allow you to graduate early and enroll early at Ohio State. How's that decision feeling right now for you in terms of being able to enroll early and kind of being back with some of your childhood friends and everything? How's the transition to Princeton going?
The transition to Princeton's been great, just because I'm able to fulfill what I want to do, which is graduating early. So being able to accomplish that is making this transition really worth it.
You're close to a lot of these guys, Jaheim Thomas, Darion Henry. Now you're blocking Darion in practice. I'm sure those are interesting battles. What's that like going up against him in practice every day?
It's been good. We've had some good battles. I've won some. He's won some. We've both learned very quickly about what we've done in that instance. So it's been good. It's definitely been a really good work. So I'm excited about being able to have put that work in right now. And then, once we make that transition, we'll be doing the exact same thing again. So it's been good. Same with Jaheim. I've already done. I've had to work against Jaheim on a pass rush work too, which is also great.
Obviously you guys are close, but that probably makes it more competitive, doesn't it? When you guys are real tight, doesn't it make those reps a little more competitive even?
Oh yeah, I'm making my mission to try to put Jaheim and Darion on the ground. Like that is my end goal in every rep, is to do that. But at the same time, there's nothing personal about it, because some people out here, you go hard against them, they take it personal. I go hard against Darion, I go hard against Jaheim, they go hard against me. I don't take it personal. I see it as we're about to enter into college football in these next couple months. So we like competing with each other on a different level, to where I may put Jaheim on the ground, he gets some laugh, or I'm gonna get you this next one. That's just how it is, because we're on the same page mentally. Like, let's get that work, and let's make all mistakes now, as much improvement as possible before we even put on the next uniform. So I think that's our thing right now. So our competition between us three is definitely at a higher level.
Now, you've reaffirmed with Ohio State. Obviously, you never decommitted, but took a look around. Are you 1,000% in at this point, with no more visits coming, or kind of put in your own words where you stand with your commitment to Ohio State and what your plans would be in terms of further visits?
I'm all in with Ohio State at this point. I've learned everything I need to learn. I've seen everything. I built that relationship. That's what this whole process is about, was building a relationship with Coach Day while exploring other options, to the point where if I didn't build that connection, I would have other routes to take. But I built that relationship with Coach Day. I found out I like Ohio State just as a school itself, which is also important. A lot of people don't really, would you go there if you didn't play football? It's a nice campus, it's a great community. I kind of wanted to leave Ohio. That was kind of my goal. I wanted to leave Ohio, but I like Columbus itself. I like Columbus enough to stay in Ohio. I like Columbus more than the rest of the state, honestly. I don't know if I should have said that, but Columbus, this city, is better than any other city I've been in. Yeah. So I just enjoyed being there. So.
Yeah. What was it about Ryan Day? Because obviously you were looking at some other programs. You had a relationship to build there. He wasn't particularly involved in your recruiting process prior to Urban Meyer leaving. So what was it you saw in Coach Day that kind of gave you that confidence to stick with your commitment? Because
he showed confidence about it. I feel like the average head coach the average head coach, if you were a head coach and I was committed to you and I told you, hey, I'm going to go sports other programs, that's when a lot of coaches have to show their true colors. Like, he could have been very angry. He could have said, that's not it, that's not, blah, 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 blah. So it's like he was very confident about the product of Ohio State, to where I'd take a visit and, I'd call my talk to him and he'd be like, hey, I hope you have a great visit, but it's not too good. It's so much Ohio State, but I hope you and your family have a safe time. It's different, most programs, I have friends, committed to programs, they try to do the same thing that I did. It ended totally different because that program ended up, the relationship didn't really work out with them making those other visits. But with Ohio State, they sat back and they were relaxed about it, told me to do what I got to do because I felt Ohio State's the place. which is the confidence in most programs don't really show when you start to make those visits and stuff. So I felt that's one thing, I as a new head coach, and then for him to have he's now managing one of the top programs in college football history. As a first-year head coach, we're going to his second year. Now, after the first 3 games, they already show that relaxed and confidence is being himself. He brings the family atmosphere to Ohio State. So, he just showed me a lot of stuff right there that was that a lot of the programs don't have. They've already been established with a head coach there for years. So he's farther ahead than a lot of other coaches.
And we've talked about this before, probably not on camera, but we've talked about it privately, just how when you first committed, it was almost like you associated Urban Meyer with Ohio State and Ohio State with Urban Meyer. And that's what it was. And you didn't maybe see as much of the rest of what Ohio State had to offer. It was just so much dominated by Urban Meyer and your relationship there. What else have you seen out of Ohio State since then? Because it sounds like it was the total package of the school, not just a relationship with the coach now. You feel like you've seen more out of Ohio State. What were some things maybe you saw?
It's like I saw classrooms, seen that. I've seen a lot of stuff now at Ohio State from just being up there. It made me realize the relationship that I have with the players of Ohio State. You can't find that a lot of programs. I visited programs where I grew up, I was a Miami University fan, and later on became an Alabama fan because my friend, he walked on there. But I built some relationship with some players at Alabama, but it's not, some programs aren't as open as I felt like with Ohio State. I go up there from freshmen to the seniors, I'm cool with everybody. Some programs, you might only be cool with the person that the coach put you with, you know what I mean? So I guess that's just how it is. So I honestly guess that's the thing right there. It just felt, but really it was the tradition overall. Ohio State, I'm like, man, I go to this school and be successful. 20 years, I might come back down there at that state, and they really might not remember me unless they're following the program back then or following recruiting back then. Because I'm not a local and not in-state talent down there. Versus I stayed at Ohio State, there are people, who remember me now. I've seen him play, I've seen him do this. Then I transitioned to Ohio State, I'm an All-American, you get a Buckeye tree. That's a special thing in itself right there. That's really only valued in Ohio. So those Ohio State fans, those crazy Ohio State fans that are all in, all invested, remember everything, I'll be one of those names that lasts forever in this state. So I feel like it's just a bigger thing. If you do something big in another state, imagine doing it in your own state means more. If I win a national championship in Texas and I come back to Ohio, nobody's going to care except for my family, you know what I mean? Or so I win one here, I can walk her anywhere, and it's like I'm remembered, for bringing one back here. So just that significance of winning in state, being a part of a team in state, I just noticed there's definitely a different feeling about it.
And just lastly, obviously you are preparing for your senior season right now. You guys have some high expectations with the talent you guys have assembled here. What would be a great senior season for Paris Johnson?
A great senior season for me. My personal goal, I want to be first-team All-American. I think a great way to end it. Again, I got to continue to show, continue to show, and to maintain being the #1 offensive lineman in the country. So those are my 2 things. Of course, I got to perfect some things in my game right now. But of course, everybody does. But right now, I'm trying to find as many flaws as possible at my game right now, and to fix those and master that before I make that transition. So when I make that transition, I move on to even bigger things I can work on that the coaches up there would point out. So I feel like that's my thing. But I feel like as a team goal, I'd like to win a state championship. I didn't have the opportunity to say next freshman year, one state. I wasn't on varsity at the time, unfortunately. So I never had that opportunity. I had to watch it happen. So I feel like now I have the opportunity. We have so much talent in this program. There's no reason why we shouldn't come out winning state. So I feel like it's a team goal, state champions. But personally, basically just keep progressing, not being complacent.
And I'll just give you the opportunity here. Obviously, Ohio State fans will be watching this. What's your kind of message to them? You'll be up there in a few months. Just kind of your message to them on maybe what they're getting in Paris Johnson, the person and the player.
I would definitely say, again, the person that never stops working. I'm always trying to find out how to keep improving, especially me just playing this position. I feel like that's what makes it great is I take in the coaching because I haven't really done too much before, before my sophomore season. So I definitely say getting a hard worker player, a player that loves the weight room. So I know by the time I get there and with Coach Mick, his powers in the build, I don't know what's in those weights in Ohio State, but just seeing the transition that happens. So I say that they'll expect a player that would play freshman year out, definitely contribute. It's all up to me, and I know that I have the opportunity, especially the great coaching up there at Ohio State. So should expect a great left tackle up there at Ohio State.